Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Storytime. I'm Pete Lincoln, and I'm a member of the Lunenburg Public Access Cable Committee. When children were homebound during COVID, we devised a show reading stories for children. Books are read by 2 or 3 adults for each episode. Tales range from classics to recent, and are aimed at boys and girls from kindergarten to middle school. Each show airs for 2 or 3 weeks and then are replaced by a new one. All of our stories and episodes are available on YouTube at the Lunenburg Access Storytime playlist. Programs are taped and edited by Joe McLaughlin-Toll, and we at Lunenburg Public Access know you will enjoy them. And now, it's story time.
Well, hello, we are here with more stories for you in this hot summer day. Speaking of hot, where this animal lives is probably hot. It's a book called Verdi. The author is Janelle Cannon, also who wrote Stella Luna, if you're familiar with any of those. And it's about a snake, and it's about changing. So let's read it and see how things change. On a small tropical island, the sun rose high above the steamy jungle. A mother python was sending her hatchlings out into the forest the way all mother pythons do. Grow up and be big and green as the trees' leaves, she called to her little yellow babies as they happily scattered among the trees. But Verdi dawdled. He was proudly eyeing his bright yellow skin. He especially liked the bold stripes that zigzagged down his back. Why the hurry to grow up big and green, he wondered. Maybe some of the older snakes in the jungle could tell him. Verdi ventured into the treetops to look for them. Umbles, Aggie, and Ribbon were lazing on some branches nearby. Verdi peered at their droopy green bodies. "It's not polite to stare," said Aggie. Umbles burped and groaned. "It's taken nearly 4 weeks for that last lizard to digest. I surely do like lizards, but lizards don't like me." "Why don't lizards like you?" asked Verdi. "Don't interrupt," Umbles grumbled. "Dear me," whined Aggie. "If you don't shed soon, this itchy skin will drive me bananas." Verdi tapped a tune with his tail as he waited to speak. "Stop that, Verdi. It makes me nervous," Ribbon complained. "Besides, you'll never grow up to be properly green, always interrupting, constantly fidgeting." Verdi couldn't imagine being in such a hurry to be like them, and he really wanted to keep his sporty stripes. Hoping to find snakes that weren't so boring, Verdi slipped away. Dozer was snoring in a tree not far from the others. "Hello," said Verdi. "Do you want to climb trees with me?" "I'm tired," Dozer growled. "Go do a few laps around the jungle, okay?" Verdi's heart sank. Greens were not only lazy and boring, they were rude. At the top of a very tall tree, Verdi gripped one branch with his tail and another with his little snake jaws. "I will never be lazy, boring, or green," he thought. "I will jump and climb and keep moving so fast that I will stay yellow and striped forever." Then Verdi let go. From a distance, the greens watched. "Oh my," they chorused. Ribbon shook his head. "At this rate, he'll be lucky to make his first molt." Aggie nodded. "He's likely to put an eye out on a branch." Umbles moaned. "He may not live to turn green." But one day, Verdi's skin began to peel, revealing a pale green stripe stretching his whole body. "Gak!" he gasped. "How can this be? I'm the speediest snake in the jungle, and I'm still turning green." He raced down to the river, grabbing up a mouthful of rough leaves. Verdi flung himself into the water. "If I can't run this green off, I'll scrub it off," he thought. His frantic splashing caught the eye of a bottom feeder cruising along the murky depths. "Yum," the old fish munched. "Lunch." Before the fish could haul Verdi under, the frightened snake bit him on the nose. "Ow!" With a blast of his rubbery lips, the great fish sneezed, sending Verdi into the air. Slapping on the soggy shore, Verdi skidded out of reach. Phew, that was close, he sputtered. Every inch of his body was covered in wet, gloppy mud. Kind of lumpy, kind of brown. It sure beats being green. He left the mud on. But the soft brown muck dried into a hard gray shell, and Verdi could barely move. Even if he budged, the stuff cracked off in jagged chunks. As each piece fell away, Verdi could see that his body was even greener than before. "This is terrible," cried Verdi. He pictured himself hanging around in droopy loops, itching and complaining and worrying all day like the old greens. He looked up into the sky where the sun blazed a beautiful yellow, just the color he used to be. Then he pulled up a vine to the top of the tree. Launching himself from the treetop, Verdi startled a flock of colorful birds. He became dizzy with delight, sure the bright sun and his lofty speed would turn him golden again. In his joy, Verdi forgot he would fall back to earth. Whippity-wappity, whip-whap, wham! Plummeting through the trees, Verdi landed in a crooked sprawl across a log on the forest floor. He couldn't move. "Help!" he croaked. As usual, the greens had been watching Verdi's antics. They moved quickly to where he lay. "Didn't we say it would come to this?" Umbles said, shaking his head. Aggie sighed. Luckily, he's still got 2 good eyes. They gently lifted Verdi up to a safer place where they could watch over him while he healed. Neatly splintered to a branch, Verdi had no choice but to listen to the greens as they gabbed. "Remember how I used to streak across the forest floor?" Ribbon asked. "Quick as lightning," answered Aggie, "and I climbed giant trees like they were nothing. They grew taller then, you know." "The things I dared to run down and swallow," Umbles bragged. "Wild boar were no match for me." Verdi was astonished. "You used to run and climb and hunt giant pigs? What happened?" "Ribbon crashed, just like you," said Aggie, "and I took a terrible fall and almost put an eye out. Then old Umbles here nearly choked to death. Now we all prefer a quiet life, a warm perch, a little sunshine, and an occasional good meal." The greens rambled on about their days of glory, and Verdi settled in his branch. Finally, one afternoon, Umbles said, "Looks like you are ready to go again." He carefully untied Verdi from the branch. "You're welcome to come with us," said Aggie. Ribbon agreed. The 3 greens slipped quietly back into the forest. Verdi wasn't ready to join them. He wasn't sure where he wanted to go, so he just stretched and stayed put till the sun went down. He listened to the forest come alive. Time passed. The sun and the moon took turns in the sky. Verdi marveled as the full moon grew thinner and thinner every night. Then he watched patiently as it slowly grew round again. He wondered why he hadn't noticed that before. Verdi became so green that he blended in perfectly with the leaves. He was so still that other creatures walked right by without seeing him. One fine morning, Verdi basked in the sunshine. 2 small yellow snakes approached. They tapped and fidgeted as they stared. "Get a load of that old green guy," one of them whispered. "Do you think he ever moves?" The other one snickered. "I seriously doubt it." "They're just like I used to be," Verdi thought, "and now I'm what I was afraid to be." He looked at his big green body and slowly smiled. "How would you like to climb trees with me?" he asked. "With you?" The yellows were astounded. "I'll even show you my fancy figure 8, Verdi replied, though he was a little worried about putting his eye out. With practice, the 3 snakes performed a perfect triple figure 8. Leaping and looping with his little striped friends, Verdi laughed. "I may be big and green, but I'm still me." And that's the story about Verdi the snake, how he changed. Do we have time for another one? I have a really quick, fun one. It is Kid Sheriff and the Terrible Toads by Bob Shea, illustrated by Lane Smith. And it's very funny. And it's about toads, and you'll see what these toads are going to do. But maybe not the kind of toads you think they would be. Dry Water Gulch had a toad problem. Not the hop down your britches kind of toad, not the croaking all night kind of toad, the never say thank you outlaw kind of toad. Why, those toad brothers, they would steal your gold, kiss your cattle, and insult your chili, hooting and hollering and cussing all the while. Mayor McMuffin was beside himself. His cumin-scented town was a goner. Then Hope rode into town, slowly, on a tortoise. Give him a minute. Howdy, stranger. What brings you to our spicy town? Asked the mayor. I'm your new sheriff, said the boy. Can you handle a shooting iron? Nope. Ride a horse? Nope. Know any rope tricks? Nope. Stay up past 8? Nope. Well, then what makes you a sheriff? Asked the mayor. I know a really lot about dinosaurs, said Ryan. Pleased to meet you, Sheriff. And then boom! The bank, said the mayor. The toads! A hole this big means one thing. T-Rex, said the sheriff. Or dynamite, said the mayor. T-Rex don't need no dynamite. Largest predator of the Cretaceous period, said the sheriff. Wow, you're good, said the mayor. Quick, the stagecoach has been robbed, a lady called. What do you reckon, Sheriff? A T-Rex? Asked the mayor. T-Rex little baby arms ain't fit for the intricacies of knot tying, said Sheriff Ryan. Ooh, so what were them toads? Asked the mayor. Nope, velociraptors. Whole mess of them. Confused your stagecoach with a lumbering proceratops, I reckon. Honest mistake. Why, never once did I suspect dinosaurs while the toads were robbing me. I feel mighty foolish, said Jimmy, the stagecoach driver. Why, I bet it were some crazy dinosaur what jumped in my claim and stole my gold. Right, Sheriff? Said Gabby, the town prospector. Nope, said the sheriff. Probably the toads. Don't be so quick to blame the dinosaurs. That were wrong of me, said Gabby. I'm powerful sorry. Not as sorry as you're all gonna be. It were the toads, itching for some hooting, hollering, and cattle kissing. No time for your foolishness. Dinosaurs just robbed the bank, said the sheriff. We got a cattle-kissing triceratops and a knot-tying stage-robbing velociraptor. What? That ain't right. We done robbed those, said those big mean toad. And we weren't no try-lollipop kissing them cattle neither. Why, I smooched them beefy lips with my own self, said big weird toad. We've been shoplifting from the mercantile all afternoon, too, said the big ugly toad. Allosaurus, more likely, said the sheriff. Sticky fingers. Oh, yeah? Then who's been insulting all the chili? Jerkosaurus Rex, said the big ugly toad, who was also very, very funny. Stegosaurus, said the sheriff. Herbivore, only eats plants. Whip up a batch of vegetarian chili and he'll surely take a shine to it. That's enough, said the big mean toad. We done all them crimes. Ain't fair giving the credit to no dinosaurs after the hard work we put in. Darn tootin', said the big weird toad. Cattle kissing is downright disgusting, and I want what's coming to me. Well, I reckon I could arrest you for being such a plumb nuisance, but I need this here jail for the real criminals. Dinosaurs are mighty big, said the sheriff. Real criminals will show you, said big ugly toad. Out of my way, said big mean toad. Dinosaurs my foot, said big weird toad. The toads fought their way through the door of the jail, slamming it in shut behind them. Ha! You can blow up them dinosaurs all you know, Sheriff. This here jail is full of real bona fide criminals. The sheriff locked the jail good and tight. Hooray! The people cheered. Dang it, said the toads. Sheriff Ryan saddled up his tortoise. Are you sure you can't stay? The town could use a good paleontologist, said the mayor. Sorry, Mayor, said Sheriff Ryan. I'm a lawman. Over the next 3 days, he rode off into the sunset. The end. Hope you liked it. Thanks.
Hello, boys and girls. I'm Debbie Lincoln here with 2 more stories for Lunenburg Storytime. And they're both about animals. The first one is about a dog and a cat. Do you have pets at home? Do you have a dog or a cat or maybe both? Do your dogs and cats get along? Well, this dog doesn't get along with the cat in his house. She is the queen. And he, Mr. Mutt offers advice to dogs that have problems. This is called Help Me, Mr. Mutt. It's by Janet Stevens and Susan Stevens Cremel. Hey dogs, if you're at the end of the leash, don't despair. Mr. Mutt has the answer to every doggy dilemma. But be careful. Don't mess with the queen. The queen is the cat. Do you have people problems? Are you always in the doghouse? Don't yelp. Get help. Write to Mr. Mutt, Canine Counselor, 100 Bonaparte Boulevard, Dogwood, Delaware, 19091. Photographs helpful. A picture tells all. Speedy replies guaranteed, complete with diagrams and tips. Help Me, Mr. Mutt. January 17th. Dear Mr. Mutt, do I look fat? My people put me on a diet. They're starving me. I'm so hungry, my stomach growls louder than I growl. I'm wasting away. Soon there will be nothing left of me. I'm so weak. I don't think I can finish writing this letter. Help me, Mr. Mutt. Famished in Florida. P.S. My people give the fat cat fancy food from a tiny can. All I get is tasteless gravel from a giant sack. Is that fair? Dear Famished, pull yourself together. You do not look fat. Your tummy isn't even dragging on the ground. Study the food pyramid. Dogs require at least 8 servings per day of scrumptious food. Your people do not understand this, so you have to take matters into your own paws. Look on the countertops. Big dogs, this is easy. Small dogs use teamwork. And don't forget the trash. Be sure to dump it out and spread it around for the best selection. If there's a baby in the house, head for the high chair. And open wide. It's raining food. And don't forget cleanup time. People call it kisses. We call it dessert. Finish off your gourmet meal with a drink of cool water from the toilet. Good luck, Famished, and remember, you are top dog. Sincerely, Mr. Mutt. P.S. Cats are spoiled rotten. It's never fair. The Queen speaks. Watch it, Mutt face. Cats are not spoiled rotten, especially me. I am royalty. I am the Queen. P.S. The Queen would never drink from the toilet. February 23rd. Dear Mr. Mutt, play, play. I love to play every day, every way. Go away, my people say. Not today. What? No play? They just sit and watch TV. Woe is me. Sit, sit. Watch, watch. I'm bored. Help me, Mr. Mutt. Underplayed in Utah. P.S. Even our cat is a lazy bum. Dear Underplayed, I feel your pain. People used to play with their dogs all the time. Then came the crash. Television. Everything changed. Try this. First pull the plug on the TV. Then chew the cord in 2. Those couch potatoes will be bored just like you. Now's your chance. Get their attention. Jump up and down. Those potatoes will roll off that couch and out the door, ready to play catch with you. Remind your people, this is fun play. And another reminder, pulling the tail is not fun play. Good luck, Underplayed, and remember, you are top dog. Sincerely, Mr. Mutt. P.S. If you're bored, you can always play Chase the Cat. The Queen speaks. Hold your horses, muddy boy. You're playing with fire. Chasing the Queen can be hazardous to your health. P.S. Cats are not lazy bums. They just need their beauty rest. May 19th. Mr. Mutt, it's ridiculous, outrageous, preposterous. Holidays are unbearable. First, I'm a baby. Next, I'm a bunny. Then I'm a bride. Now I'm an angel. I am not a baby or a bunny or a bride or an angel. I'm a dog. Where is my dignity? I'm the laughingstock of the block. I'm in need of your assistance immediately. Help me, Mr. Mutt. Overdressed in Oklahoma. P.S. My people never dress up the cantankerous cat. Dear Overdressed, as the bar graph shows, dogs of all kinds are subjected to this foolishness, some more than others. Poodles, daily. Basset hounds, weekly. Mutts, monthly. German Shepherds, forget it. In my expert opinion, you have 3 choices. 2 bad, 1 good. 1. Rip and run. Rip off the costume and run for your life. Consequence, your people will be mad and you'll be in the doghouse. 2. Play dead. Consequence, your people will be worried and you'll be at the vet. 3. Grin and bear it. Smile and wear it. Consequence, your people will think you're adorable even when you're gobbling the turkey. The choice is up to you. Good luck, Overdressed, and remember, you are top dog. Sincerely, Mr. Mutt. P.S. How about this for a kitty costume? A bag over the cat. Don't let the cat out of the bag. The Queen speaks. Back off, Mutt breath. No one puts a bag on the Queen. The Queen wears only a tiara. Sometimes, when she feels like it. P.S. Cats are not cantankerous. Cats are sweet and gentle, supreme rulers of the universe. June 7th. Dear Mr. Mutt, I'm a barker. Hear me bark. Doorbell, bark. Mailman, bark. Thunder, bark. Telephone, bark. My people yell, don't bark. Then they tell me, do a trick, speak, speak, for a treat. Doesn't speak mean bark? What do I do? To bark or not to bark? That is the question. Help me, Mr. Mutt. Confused in Connecticut. P.S. The loudmouth cat gets to meow constantly. Why isn't that a problem? Dear Confused, dogs bark. It's a fact. It's the way we communicate. Wouldn't people tell a duck not to quack? A cow not to moo? A donkey not to hee-haw? So why do your people say don't bark and then tell you to speak? They are confused, not you. It's a brain thing. The dog brain is enormous. The people brain is the size of a pea. That's why it's so easy to fool people. Have some fun. The next time your people say speak, look them in the eye and let out a big moo. They will be so surprised that they will drop the box of treats. It's all yours. Grab it and run. Seriously, it's a dog-eat-treat world. Bark when you're told to. Do the tricks to get the treats. Follow this guide. Sit, 1 treat. Shake, 2 treats. Lie down, 3 treats. Bark, speak, 4 treats. Speak, moo, whole box of treats. And if you feel the urge for some recreational barking, choose your time wisely. Wait until your people leave, then let it rip. Soon every dog in town will be barking up a storm. Good luck, Confused, and remember, you are top dog. Sincerely, Mr. Mutt. P.S. You can make up some new tricks on your own, like this one. Dunk the cat in the toilet. The Queen speaks. You're all wet, Mutt brain. Don't even think of dunking the Queen. P.S. A meow is like music to the ears. A lullaby. A symphony. July 19th. Dear Mr. Mutt, I'm a big dog, and I need a big bed, a big people bed. But my people say, get down. They make me sleep on a little doggy bed. Most of me is on the cold, hard floor, and I can't sleep on the cold, hard floor. I'm exhausted. Help me, Mr. Mutt. Sleepless in South Dakota. P.S. Our snooty cat gets the fluffy, puffy, comfy bed. Dear Sleepless, you are not alone. In a recent poll, 9 out of 10 dogs said they definitely prefer to sleep on the people bed. Where sleeping dogs want to lie. Cold hard floor, 0. Doggy bed, 1. People bed, 9. Here's how to do it. 1. Choose the right bed. Grown-up bed, too crowded. Baby bed, too small. Kid bed, just right. 2. Choose the right time. Nose on bed, asleep, check. Crawl up, asleep, check. Wiggle forward, plop. The kid's on the floor. Bingo, the bed is yours. Good luck, Sleepless, and remember, you are top dog. Sincerely, Mr. Mutt. P.S. Use the fluffy, puffy, comfy cat bed for a pillow, or better yet, use the flea-bitten cat for a pillow. The Queen speaks. Wake up and smell the catnip, Mutthead. Fleas dare not touch the Queen. Her Majesty says if you ever want to sleep again, you will not touch the cat or the fluffy, puffy, comfy cat bed. P.S. Cats are not snooty. We just have a superior attitude, a catitude. P.P.S. Watch what you say. Don't make me come up there. November 1st. Howdy, Mr. Mutt. I'm a working dog. When I herd cows, I get mighty stinky. I like stinky, but something awful's happened. We moved to a city. Now my people are always cleaning and scrubbing and bathing me. I'm fixing to move if they don't quit throwing me in that tub. And this noisy contraption is sucking up all my dog hair. Help me, Mr. Mutt. Washed up in Washington. P.S. Look at my city neighbors. Will I end up looking like this? P.P.S. I don't see my people bathing that dirty, rotten cat. Dear Washed Up, city folks are all clean freaks, neatniks, tidy uppers. They could scrub the spots off Dalmatian. If you don't want to end up like your neighbors, you have to put your paw down right now. Get your smell back. Work up a stink. If your people get you in the tub, start shaking. They will take off running. Jump out and follow. Shake, shake down the hall. Shake, shake, shake on the bed. Shake it up, baby. This will reduce your tub time to the proper amount. Good luck, Washed Up. And remember, you are top dog. Sincerely, Mr. Mutt. P.S. I don't know why people hate dog hair. I'm covered with it, and I like it. People should use that noisy contraption to suck up cat hair while it's still on that dirty, rotten cat. The Queen speaks. Are you nutso mutso? I've had enough of your catty remarks. Not another peep out of you. The Queen is taking control. You are officially out of business. Attention all dogs. Mr. Mutt is tied up right now. He can't help you and you can't help him. The Queen has taken over. You got a problem? You're a dog? That's your problem. Solve it yourself. November 9th, morning edition. Dogs invade Dogwood. 101 dogs descended on the quiet town of Dogwood today, barking and racing willy-nilly through the streets. Who they are, why they are here, and where they are going remains unanswered questions as the investigation continues. We're sniffing around, remarked Sheriff G. Shepherd. We have some good leads, but are unable to comment at this time. November 9th, evening edition. Catastrophe. 101 dogs, believed to be the pack spotted earlier, departed Dogwood this afternoon in hot pursuit of a lone cat. The cat, identified as the Queen, resided at the house of the famous canine counselor, Mr. Mutt. The dogs were apparently on a rescue mission, announced Sheriff G. Shepherd. Mr. Mutt is safe. Case closed. Mr. Mutt is back in business. Write to Mr. Mutt, the expert for dogs with people problems. 100 Bonaparte Boulevard, Dogwood, Delaware, 19091. Speedy replies guaranteed. Missing cat. Answers to the name of the Queen. Gray and white. Last seen wearing tiara. Cranky but lovable. Handle with care. Mr. Mutt misses her, sort of. Please return ASAP to 100 Bonaparte Boulevard, Dogwood, Delaware, 19091. Reward. Do you have dog problems? Write to the Queen, the expert for cats, 9 Palace Place, the Catskills, New York, 10801. The end. So I guess we know what happened with the dog, Mr. Mutt, and the Queen. They don't live in the same house anymore. So I'd love to know what happens with your cats and dogs at home. So here's another story about animals. This one is called The Interrupting Chicken, and it's by David Ezra Stein. This book is called Interrupting Chicken, right, Papa? Yes. Now please don't interrupt the story. It's bedtime for the little red chicken, and Papa is going to read her a story. You're not going to interrupt the story tonight, are you? Asks Papa. Oh, no, Papa. I'll be good, says the little red chicken. But she can't help herself. The Interrupting Chicken. It was bedtime for the little red chicken. Okay, my little chicken, said Papa. Are you all ready to go to sleep? Yes, Papa, but you forgot something. What's that? Asked Papa. A bedtime story. All right, said Papa. I'll read you one of your favorites. And of course, you are not going to interrupt the story tonight, are you? Oh, no, Papa. I'll be good. Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel were very hungry. Deep in the woods, they found a house made of candy. Nibble, nibble, nibble. They began to eat the house until the old woman who lived there came out and said, What lovely children! Why don't you come inside? They were just about to follow her when out jumped the little red chicken, and she said, Don't go in, she's a witch. So Hansel and Gretel didn't. The end. Chicken? Yes, Papa. You interrupted the story. Try not to get so involved. I'm sorry, Papa, but she really was a witch. Well, you're supposed to be relaxing so you can fall asleep. Let's try another story. I'll be good. Little Red Riding Hood. Take this basket of goodies to Grandma, said Little Red Riding Hood's mother. But don't stray from the path. The woods are full of danger. Red Riding Hood skipped along through the deep woods. By and by, she met a wolf who wished her good morning. She was about to answer him when out jumped a little red chicken, and she said, don't talk to strangers, so Little Red Riding Hood didn't. The end. Chicken? Yes, Papa. You did it again. You interrupted 2 stories, and you're not even sleepy. I know, Papa, I'm sorry, but he was a mean old wolf. Yes, now get back into bed. Okay, Papa, let's try just one more little story, and I'll be good. Chicken Little. Chicken Little was hit on the head by an acorn. The sky is falling, she thought. She was about to run off and warn Goosey Lucy, Ducky Lucky, Henny Penny, and everyone on the farm that the sky was falling when out jumped the little red chicken, and she said, don't panic, it was just an acorn, so the Chicken Little did it. The end. Chicken? Yes, Papa. You did it again. Oh, Papa, I couldn't let the chicken get all upset over an acorn. Please read one more story, and I promise I'll fall asleep. But Chicken, said Papa, we are out of stories. Oh, no, Papa, I can't go to sleep without a story. Then, said Papa, yawning, why don't you tell me a story? Me tell a story? Said the little red chicken. Okay, Papa, here we go. Bedtime story for Papa by Chicken. Once there was a little red chicken who put her papa to bed. She read him 100 stories. She even gave him warm milk, but nothing worked. He stayed wide awake all Papa? Good night, Papa. The end. So the interrupting chicken put her papa to bed instead of him putting her to bed. I hope you enjoyed these stories. Thanks for listening to Storytime.